How's it going, dudes and dudettes? Today we are going to be playing a fresh, new game of Rimworld. If you've never watched and or played Rimworld before, it's a colony simulator where you start with essentially what is nothing and try to build your faction up to be the best that it could possibly be. I'm going to click into options right here and turn up the game and music volume just a little bit. I usually have them turned off because I usually watch YouTube when I'm playing this game. I do have a few mods enabled, as you can see here. I'm not going to bother going through all of them, but these two basically down here just are probably the ones I get called out for. All they really do is increase the stack size and how much people can carry. But we're going to go ahead and jump into a new game. We are going to start with the Crash. Actually, we're going to start with the Rich Explorer today. Rich Explorer, you start with one person, and the research of the gun turrets. You start with several random items. And we're going to be playing with Randy Random today with some challenge on. I don't want to go too hard because I'm fairly new to the game. Our seed will be... Let's just make our seed lucky. And we're going to generate... We'll only generate 50% just because I doubt anybody wants to sit here and wait forever for the world to generate. We're more than likely going to be doing a mountain mid-world gameplay on this first one, just to get it started off easy. If you start with the mountains and in the mid-world, you have like plenty of building opportunities and grow time. You can grow pretty much year-round, which is very easy for keeping people alive with food. And as you see here, we loaded half of a planet with that 50%. And we've got tons of civilizations everywhere. But the place that's sticking out to me right off the bat is right around here. I kind of like the idea of being surrounded by hostile factions. As you can see, we have year-round growth and a lot of rainfall. Access to 3 of the 4 types of rocks. All we don't have is sandstone. And we do have one friendly neighbor over here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and plop down right in this spot. Let's see, who do we want our first person to be? We don't want any incapables and we don't want any health injuries. I might actually just end up... No, we're not going to carefully prepare, that'd be too cheaty. I am liking the looks of this guy though. Let's see. We got John Trigger Whitehouse. He's great with shooting, great with melee. He's kind of sociable. He's got a huge knack for cooking. And he's looking into mining a little bit. He's not artistic at all. He's not too great with animals, but that can easily be covered with other people. He's got a chemical interest, which means he will try drugs more often, which may become an issue. He's also nervous, which means he'll more easily have a mental breakdown. In his childhood, he was a gun kid. He grew up in Rimworld. He never had it easy. Every day was a struggle, and every day was a struggle of pollution, hunger, and gangs. In the little space he had to himself, he studied his passion: guns, combat, tactics, and war history. Sounds like a pretty good life, except for, you know, starving and all that good stuff. In his adulthood, he was an Rimworld sergeant, so he followed his guns and his tactics into the military. Trigger's passion for all things militaristic kept with him all the way to adulthood. After enrolling as a local policeman, he was soon promoted to sergeant. So he was not in the military, he was actually a police officer. That's pretty cool. Well, we are going to go ahead and start, and we're going to generate our map. Let's hope we get something halfway decent. Don't want to have a bad start. It's taking a lot longer than I expected it to. There we go. Narrow simulations, hollow games, and free orgies were never enough for you. You wanted more. Yeah, that said free orgy. Okay. The grit and consequence of real life, like they all talk about in the history books. You wanted to know what real challenge and consequence felt like. Now, after a journey of decades inside crypto sleep, English is hard. You're landing on this unknown Rimworld if real consequences await you. This is our leadership mod. I'm going to go ahead and set it to a dictatorship and set Trigger as our leader, just so we don't have any new people pop in and just take over. Alright, now first things off, we're going to equip that charge rifle that he just picked up, and we're going to go over here and unforbid everything, so he will be able to move everything. judging off the location, we're probably going to build our area over in this area. Probably going to start down here just so we can use this choke point as a way to fight off invaders. So we're going to go ahead and... Actually, let's go... Yeah, he'll do everything, of course. He's our first settler. We're going to dig out a little 9x9 area right there. You gonna go do it? There you go. And then he will start to dig that out, which is going to take quite a long time. Let's see what we've got around here while he's doing that. We got a couple ruins scattered around. We've got plenty of animals and plenty of trees. A pack of muffalo over here. Those will help for trading caravans later on. Oh, I see some compacted machinery down here. And some right there. There's some steel. I was looking for steel, actually. Okay. Oh, we even got a little bit of jade. That's pretty good. That was sulfur light. Oh, there's a big cluster of steel over here. We'll have to go for that. And a big one here, too. That's nice. Okay, how well is he doing on this? He's still going pretty slow. Ooh, that's a mega sloth right there. I'm pretty sure they're good for... Are they good for combat? Meat amount 360. They're worth quite a bit. Wow. I don't really know where it says... Oh, melee DPS, duh. 9.4, that's not bad. However, Trigger himself is not very good with animals, so I don't know how much we'll be doing with that. Hey, kitty cat, if you could skitter, if you could not eat my food, that'd be great. If you could, like, go kill a squirrel or something, you know. There's literally one right there. Ah, Trigger, you really gotta pick up the pace. I cannot talk about meaningless things forever while you sit here and do this. Let's see. Alright guys, then we're back from a quick little jump cut there. As you can see, I built a little door here and a bed, and there's tons of freaking people walking around inside of my house. It's a bulk goods trader caravan from Federation of Barbar. They came over and just decided to wake my guy up in the middle of the night. It's actually been like 3 days since we made that cut because he is a slow digger. But I did realize that he has a knack for mining. And so he actually leveled or ranked up once in that short little span. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is create a little zone area for stockpile, so he can bring all these like materials from over here and put them in here. And then we're also going to create a dumping stockpile and put it. We'll just set it down in this area right here, but we are going to exclude bodies from it. Human bodies at least, because human bodies always cause issues with our people. I want that little spot right there. So we'll take all those out and put them there. He brought our food, our gold, and our medicine in, but we still have silver components and wood over here, which probably need to be brought in. They're kind of important. He is back to sleep for the night, and we are waiting once again, because if there's one thing in the world of Rimworld that you get to do, it is wait. So after we do this, I'm gonna go ahead and plan some things out here. My thing is that you always have to have hallways going around your rooms, because if a fire ever starts, you don't want like the fire to spread between rooms, so you build like a little spacer. So we'll have a little hallway going around this room, and then I'm thinking right about, let's see, here will be his room. I want to build it nice and big, because the bigger the room is, the more spacious interior that they will enjoy, and it increases their fun. I'm going to prioritize that he hauls this wood, because it will deteriorate, and I really don't want that to happen. And then after you get that wood, come grab these components. Oh, you didn't get all the wood. How did you not get all the wood? You only carry 75? I swear I have a mod to make you carry more. Get over here and finish hauling the rest of this wood. No, don't equip it. I don't know what equipping wood entails, but you probably should not do it. He needs to haul 2 more full sections. Oh, okay, you're not hauling the wood anymore. You are just trying to spite me, aren't you? Trigger. Wood. Haul. Go. Okay. And I'm going to prioritize it again because he's just going to try to get that stuff out. There you go. Good job, bud. Now you're figuring it out. Yep, drag it all the way in there. Okay, now at that we are going to go ahead and set him to mine all these out rather than just be planning. And you are going to dig out that as well. Is he going to go straight for it? Yes, he is. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, you can see his skill jumping up really fast in that mining skill right there. But I'm going to go ahead and make another jump cut here, guys, and I will be back in a few minutes when he is done with a little bit more of this. Alright guys, we are back, and I just paused the game because I actually just had this little message pop up here at the bottom of my screen. An escape pod has landed nearby, which means that there will be a person who survived the crash. And yes, right here we have a person named Pyrrha. Who is very social, likes to research, and does not do dumb labor, which would be an issue because we need another miner. Because God, Trigger is slow. But the person will die soon, so we want to go ahead and send Trigger out here to rescue her, and hope that he gets there pretty fast. Okay, and now he's going to drag her all the way back here. Set her in this little sleeping spot that I just made. And now he is going to treat her. Yes, he will. Awesome. Not very well, but I guess it's better than anything. Is your medicine that bad, Trigger? Yes, it is. 3%. And he is going to go back to sleeping. Oh, boy. And now there's a steel slag chunk out there. And now while Pyrrha is healing, she's in extreme pain. That's not good. Oh, but she's no longer incapable of walking. While she is doing that, or healing up a little bit, we are going to continue mining out this bedroom. And once again, I'll be back in a few more minutes. Alright guys, it's only been a couple minutes, but Pyrrha's up and ready to walk. And it looks like as soon as she can, she's just going to go ahead and leave us. It's a sad day, but I'm not a murderer, and I definitely not a slaver. So I'm just gonna let her walk, even though she's almost dead and can hardly walk. But, you know, you're welcome for healing you up. Have fun, you know, walking away. Freaking jerk, I swear. Alright, well, we are almost close to doing this bedroom, but I am actually going to go ahead and call it an episode of there, guys, as another escape. Maybe we won't call it Scottish. Scottish seems like a good guy. Oh, that's because Pyrrha's bed is still reserved, even though she doesn't need it. We're going to unassign that from you because you really don't need it. You're leaving, plus you can walk. So Scottish, what do you look like? He can mine, he's very into growing, he's quite sociable, quite artistic, and quite researching, but he will not do violent, and he will not firefight. And he's up and walking away even though he's about to die. Well, so much for that. See you later, Scottish. Alright, well in that case, we are going to go ahead and call it an episode here, guys. I'm going to thank you all for watching and hope that you will tune in for the next episode of my Rimworld survival series. Dudes and dudettes, have a great day, and I will see you later.